Damn. So this is about to get real because I never said this.
Let's get real.
No, let's get real. Let's
get real. That's what we do.
That's a vibe. Yeah. That's a vibe. Oh, it's a.
It's your boy Shorts.
What's up? It's your boy Chris Gatsby.
And it's your girl Jazzo.
And you're at the Vibe Spot.
Come and catch a vibe. So today we're actually here with Jessica Guzman, and she is one of the leading people in the Bronx area doing the vending and pop-ups. So if you guys want the girl, you got to holler at her at A Healing Journey, and that's JOURNEE at the end. All right. So Jessica, thank you so much for coming on today. We're so happy.
Thank you for
we
being
spoke
here.
the other day.
What's up, Jazz?
Jazz, what's
Yes.
up? Thank you.
We did. We spoke the other day, and when I was looking at your page, I just really connected with it because I feel like you actually have something that can help many women, many people, not only women, but elevated fellas. I know you guys are out there. Yeah. Because they're right here, too, you know. And I really want us to talk about how did you know that you wanted to get into the pop-up business? Because it's still new to the game.
Nah, it is. So, to be honest, I would just say it's more of like, it was more of my personality. Like, I'm a person, like, I'll do something and it's like, all right, if I could do it better, I'm going to do it. So, I actually started my business and was a vendor for other events. I did it twice. Twice before I was like, nah, I'm doing this shit myself. Like, I was paying for the table.
And it was whack.
To do
the location
events,
was trash, right?
But I would say, like, I did, one of them was trash. I did the other one, it was really good.
Okay. But there's always one.
Yeah,
that's how you learn.
So, and I'm like,
that's
nah,
how you
I'm going to do this shit myself. Like, fuck that. So then, actually, it was crazy because it was like probably September. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do my first one. I booked the date for February the following year. And then when I posted it, it got booked so quickly. Like, people was like, oh, you don't got an earlier date, like, than February next year? So then I booked another place for January. That shit got booked so fast. Then I booked a place for November. That shit, by the time I knew it, in 2 weeks, I was having my first event. Like, and it was just like,
hustle, that's hustle.
Took over after that. Like, it
that's
was
a vibe.
Then, like, around January, like, somebody that I did an event in this spot, like, you know, they gave me the opportunity, like, look, you know, I'll give you the spot, we go 50-50 on the vendors, and they space hold 40 vendors. They were like, you can have it here every weekend, like, literally.
Wow.
So, before I knew it, I was literally having my own events on Fridays, and then doing events in that space Saturdays and Sundays. So, it was just, like, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays for like 4 or 5 months straight. Like,
bless. And that's not easy. That means that she got people too. And you got people that back you up too. And I see that too on your gram.
Yeah,
because you bring the crowd out.
Yeah, you got a good following. So I was just a little curious. What was your business that you opened up when you went to the pop up?
I opened a spiritual store.
Okay.
Sage, baths.
Ashe, okay.
Candle. Well, I would have just said spiritual. Just I feel like people hear spiritual and they like just think like God and whatever.
Yeah.
Just more like when I speak spirituality and power, it's like more of myself, like how powerful we are, things that help you clean your energy, get your mind right. You know.
That's fire.
That's what I was selling.
That's fire, and that took you on a whole nother journey.
Yeah,
well, you made that journey actually. That's fire.
Isn't it amazing how you put your head down for a couple weeks or a couple months and you just work? How different things get quick.
Yeah.
How life changing it gets quick.
Before you even know, like
staying
sometimes
focused.
you don't even realize what's happening. Like you speak to other people and they make you realize like, oh shit, this shit happened.
100%.
Yeah, that's why I was a little intrigued. Like I know me myself as a vendor, I did your event.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of got to know you. And I figured you had a story behind you, but when Jazz was telling me a couple of your things, I was like, I had no idea. Yeah. Word, I was actually intrigued.
Yeah, that motivation, that shit don't come from nowhere.
So let's talk about motivation. Motivation. That's something that I believe all of us have right now in this room, and all of you guys watching out there, you guys feel the vibe. So with motivation, that means you usually hit ground bottom real quick.
Yeah.
Catch yourself, because your mom always said, put your hands in front of your face, right? So how did you catch yourself from that?
Shit. I want to say I didn't catch myself, like, in a sense, like, I really, like, I hit ground bottom.
Right.
You feel me? Like, really, I just had my daughter. We can get into all the backstory.
Okay.
You feel me?
All right.
I really hit ground bottom, and it was really like sink or swim. Like, nigga, you gotta really like your back against the wall. Like, what you gonna do? Like, you know, like you gonna make it or you just about to, your whole life about to be fucked up if you don't figure it out. Like, you don't even got a choice. Like,
nah, you do. And I'm going to correct you. Why? Because here we talk about language, and language is everything. And I know what you want to say. Nah, language in the sense like you did catch yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People like us catch ourselves and we do the work. You was living in a moment where you could have stood there.
Yeah, that's true.
And that happens to every single person that is truly waking up to who they really are and what they really want to do. So you woke up one day and you said, all right, I got to switch this. I got to start doing something different. I got to bring a different heat.
Yo, and life is crazy
she
because
started a healing journey.
I did it.
Shout out healing journey.
Make sure you guys follow, man. Especially vendors, man.
If I didn't even experience what I experienced, I wouldn't even be here right now.
You wouldn't be the person you are.
I hate it, but I love it because it's like I really had to go through that shit to get where I am right now.
Right.
No, that's
and
fire.
you also talk about the law of attraction and a lot of the things that, and we don't got to just put it out there. We've been doing this as a people for a long time.
Oh, wow.
Let's give ourselves more credit, all right?
Mm-hmm.
But like doing the law of attraction, changing your state of mind. I saw that. You were talking about that at one of her events. I believe it was over the summer.
Yeah. I always used to give, when I started doing events, like I always used to give, and I just want to say honestly to anybody that watched this, that vended with me, I know I'm not giving my 100% right now as I used to give before. Real shit, but I'm going to get back to it. But I used to always give like, pep talks and just like a little speech to everybody to let them know about the law of attraction, because personally, like, where we, and I just say we as like, minorities, like we not rich, we got billions pending in the bank, they about to clear soon, feel me?
Process.
They about to clear soon, feel me?
I love it.
But you feel me? Like where we come from, we don't learn these things, unfortunately, because it's been so hidden from us. And it's like, when I did, it was like amazing, like a whole different like life.
The alignment, right?
It was just like
everything was just.
That's why I had to do the speeches, because I just wanted people so badly to know. Not that I don't right now, but like anybody that goes through these
trials and tribulations,
of learning how powerful you are, you sometimes get caught back in this 3D shit. You feel me?
Yes.
And it's like, so I went through that phase a few times already. So, but in the beginning, it was like, I just wanted to tell everybody, like, yo, you don't understand, like, how powerful you are. Like, when you first learn that shit, you just want to scream it to everybody.
Yo, people think you're crazy.
Why would you think you're crazy?
Don't say that shit, like, nah, like, for real. But it's so true. Like, it's so, and I'm so grateful that I was able to, like, learn these powers that we have with our mind and our words, like, and be able to change my life the way that I did, like, really, really change my 100%. Life. Like,
that's fire.
Yeah,
that's fire.
What was the most specific thing that you could think of that you learned that helped you with that change?
Well, what helped me with doing it, I was on house arrest, and damn. So this is about to get real, because I never said this.
Let's get real.
No, let's get real.
Let's
get
real. That's what we do.
That's what this
I
never
said this shit like out loud. You feel me? Like, so, and I'm not gonna go too much into detail, just out of respect for my ancestors, and like, a lot of people are not so like aware, and I don't want nobody to take it wrong, whatever. But honestly, like, I was on house arrest, and long story short, I went to get a reading. I never, like, I'm not gonna say never heard of, like, like I heard of spirituality, like Sandria, all that stuff, but I never, like, really believed in none of that, like, to be honest. Like,
or practice it in
at
motion?
all. Like, I never believed in it. I heard of people catching the Holy Ghost in church. But I used to be like, that shit bullshit.
Right.
Like, I never
that shit probably is bullshit, but then again.
I got a reading. Real talk, yo. I can't even believe I'm saying this shit out loud.
Nah,
I got a reading. I went to Zona de Cuba after, that's a real
Right.
Cuban, like, oriented
Latino
space.
spot.
They play real Spanish,
Yes,
music.
live band.
Yeah.
Niggas be smoking cigars.
Shout outs to 149. Shout outs to 149 in the Concourse.
Getting real in tune with your ancestors and shit.
Okay.
So I had just came from a reading. I don't really understand none of that shit, yo. Long story short, I went to Zona de Cuba. I don't know. All I remember was I just started dancing, and the spirit came in me. Like, if I wasn't even in my house with my family, real talk, like, I would have been like, y'all niggas did some crazy shit to me, and I'm never talking to y'all again. Because the way I woke up feeling was like, what the fuck happened to me? Like I felt crazy. But, like, my family told me, like, yo, like, a spirit was in you. Like, you was talking fluent Spanish. You started talking in tongues at one point. Like, like, a spirit was in you, And then that shit made me open to, like, all right, I want to understand, like, what's going on. Like, what is this? How powerful is this that's going on? Is this something bad? Did somebody do something to me? So that shit made me really start, like, getting into it, like, a lot. Then I had a cousin that she had me, like, read The Secret. And then, like, I got into that, started reading 4 Agreements. So it was like, once all that stuff just came together, it was just like, all right, like, I just felt like so powerful. Like, all right, I understand. Even right now, I don't know that shit happen to me again. I really still be scared of that, but I don't be scared of my own, like, manifesting and just, like, my mind and my words. You know what I'm saying? Like, I focus on that shit a lot. But when I say, like, we are so powerful, like, we are the gods that people speak about. Like,
100%.
Yeah, we created in His image.
We powerful. Goddesses and gods for 100%. And I want to take it back because a lot of people are now coming into their spiritual awakenings.
Word.
It's actually not as taboo or not as, like, top secret in your family happening. And I say that because I'm a spiritual woman, and I understand completely what you mean, like, that being an outer body experience, you know? And in regards to, like, tongues and things like that, this is just something, maybe the message to click. Mm-hmm. So that's when you, like...
And let me, like, say that I've gotten many readings after that to clear up, like, what happened to me because I was very, like, worried, like, what's going on, you feel me? Because... Like I said before, like, once you first learn about it, that shit open your mind differently. Like, I was scared, but I was just, like, more scared of, like, oh, shit, like you couldn't imagine going through that. Like, oh, shit, there's something really that could take over me that I don't even know what's going on. Like, that's a different level of power, you feel me? So I had to get a lot of readings, but they made me very, like, aware, like, nah, like,
right, and I'm sure you went to good people, too.
You was protected, like, all that. It was just something you had to experience and whatever. It's a lot deeper than that. But we'll probably get into it after that when it comes to my books. Then it'll all come together on why I had to experience that as well.
Right. So now going to the motivation and you, like, talking about hitting the ground bottom and thinking at first, like, nah, this ain't it. So you started reading The Law of Attraction, 4 Agreements. We love these books, right? My favorite book is The Mastery of Love. That's by Don Juan. Oh my God. That right there, that changed my life. I'll tell you that. So pick that up. You ain't read it, you should get it. You should get it.
Yeah, I need
I'm
that.
Get it for y'all.
I only read The Secret. The Secret definitely changed my life too.
The 4 Agreements, the 5 Agreements, all of them.
So with that being said, you basically reprogrammed your subconscious.
Absolutely.
You started cutting yourself off.
BROKE. Like, that don't even come out of my mouth. I say my money is pending, okay?
Pending.
I don't know what that is. I'm never that. Whatever that is.
Yes.
You don't want to manifest that at all.
If I say something, I quickly catch myself and, like, nah.
Yes.
There's a reason why monks take a vow of silence.
Yeah.
It's because they see the value in words and they see how powerful they are. And they understand that when you speak these words, it's almost like you're putting it out into the world,
to the universe.
Everything has consequences, the good and the bad. So we always have to be conscious of what we're putting out into the world, and what we're thinking, and what we're talking about, and trying to make the world a better place. Like
definitely,
right. And it starts with self.
And that's why I like to hang out with these guys, because we're like-minded people. Honestly, man, we're really good. Everybody's on the same vibe. We all attracting and manifesting. We definitely aware of what you're talking about.
I try to meditate every day now.
Yeah.
I never used to do it. Started about 3 years ago. I went through everything that you could possibly go through. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try this shit. Because I tried everything else, you know. So let's just try it. Just sit down, try to calm my mind.
Relax.
But it's not even about that. A lot of people say that you have to just try to make your mind blank, but that's not it. You're going to run through everything of the day in your mind, everything of the week, all your wants or your fears, your aspirations. You're going to run through all that shit. And it might take 5 minutes or it might take an hour of you sitting there. But eventually, you're going to get to a point of silence where you don't hear anything but almost a frequency or a vibration, and you understand that you're one with everything. And we're all connected. You get to that point.
Yes.
It's hard, but you get to that point. And every single person could do it. Every single person is as powerful as they think they can be.
Right.
Yeah, so think you could be. That's the whole thing. In your head,
is
you're that
powerful.
nigga, bro.
And then, and once you do that, that's when everything else starts to just flow.
Yeah. Once you believe
Like one
you
obstacle,
receive it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Ask
telling
and you
you.
shall receive also.
Absolutely.
So if you ask and you don't know how, ask. Like you mentioned earlier, your ancestors are with you, your angels are with you. All these things are real things. You know, like I always say, if you could think it, it must exist.
That's right.
We
It
saw
don't matter
that.
if you know them or you don't. Write a letter.
And that's
Right
it.
one.
And tap
Go
in.
on Google, Instagram. Got so many people. Like it's so easy now. Like so many people are so aware and
Right.
like coming to this. So it's like if you want the knowledge, it's
consciousness.
easy to find.
Yes.
A lot of people, they look negatively upon the spirituality aspects of things.
But
You
that's
know,
how they
be-
was trained from history. to be.
It
Colonialism
does.
did that to us.
Basically, like that's how it's been trained from
Basically.
history to be. They
Mhm.
used to burn witches back in the day. You know, people look upon that, but that's what society made them do.
Well, I don't even think you could just say witches. It was a lot of
They were just making
people
up.
that died because of monotheistic religions trying to impede their own usual political agenda on the areas.
Yeah,
You know, it's been
very
happening
true.
forever and ever, and it pretty much started when Rome invaded Egypt.
Yeah, and Constantine and
And-
all this great stuff.
Oh my God, let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Whoa.
We're gonna go there today.
But it's true, but
We're
it's
gonna go
true.
there today
Let's
But
take
it's
it
true
back.
because we have to
Got to.
provide you with the things that are true, right? Because everybody, there's a lot of things that are saturated, and a lot of people want clout, and a lot of people think that that's the only way they're gonna get it is by putting these lies out there and like scaring the life out of people and shit
Yeah,
like that.
it's about pushing an agenda. That's all it is. And nowadays, it's easy to push agendas. Everybody got social media. You get enough hashtags, bro. That's it. That's you got an agenda. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we got to push our agenda. You know.
Yeah, so the agenda with you, like, you got mad things going on. You've done so many things. You do bath bombs, spiritual baths also.
I would say my biggest, like, the thing I'm most proud of and my biggest, like, thing that I want to focus on and trying to like focus on is my books.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She's a self-publisher, okay?
Yeah, I had no
Self-published
idea. I had no
author.
idea.
Right?
3, yeah,
Yes,
Wow.
3.
yes.
Three,
Talk
mellow.
about it.
So I've actually had them published online since 2016 on like Apple or
Beautiful.
Amazon, whatever.
How was that process, real quick, though?
Honestly, so just a tip of advice when it comes to business and shit, like do shit yourself, bro. I've been wrote them books for a minute. Like
That's a
I
hustle.
always be asking
like
people
that.
like how to do it. I would have thought that shit took like mad money. Bro, you want to write a book? Go on fucking Amazon. You write that shit.
Big
type
facts.
it in the shit, right? Upload it. Look, you upload it, okay?
Upload that shit.
Upload that shit. Take a little time because you gotta type it, but you upload that shit. Take a little few days to get approved. Make sure it's not no crazy shit, whatever, right? Then you pay $1 for a fucking book, bro. $1, okay, for hard copies. It's really not that simple.
That's
It's not that
it.
hard. It's very
Wow.
simple. So I used to think the shit was like fucking some
Yeah.
extra shit to do.
No, now-
I used to ask so many people and niggas would give me the runaround and shit. I don't even remember what I probably don't. Yeah, like I don't even know. I just sat there one day, looked that shit up,
And
said,
did it.
All I gotta do is just type it out and upload it. Did that shit.
You did more than a
Man.
lot of other people, so yes, you
Ordered
guys
mad
got the
hard
vibe tip of
copies.
the day.
Like, nah, it's lit.
Go on Amazon, text it, type it.
Get published,
Speak
nigga. Get
into it,
published.
Lit.
Get
and
it
do
published.
it.
It's
But
quick.
doesn't that go to
easy.
our education? Like, shouldn't we learn those things? Shouldn't we learn about credit
Yeah.
and how to maybe like do our taxes or like, you know, the things that really matter.
Yeah.
I you know.
We talk about loopholes, the things that really matter.
Yeah.
With the loopholes, we need to
but you
know
know-
that.
Nah. We should be taught shit like that because, like I said, though, you feel me? Here I am because I'm a minority. I'm thinking this shit some extra shit.
Exactly.
But everybody else know this shit
Simple.
take nothing.
Exactly.
Simple.
Hundreds, thousands of people doing this shit. But I don't know that, all I gotta do is upload the shit.
That's
Amazon,
why
pay $1,
knowledge-
every fucking hard copy.
But that's why we're all here. That's why you're here. You're here to let them know.
Yeah, man.
That's easy.
Dude,
Knowledge is power.
This
Knowledge
is
is
Like,
power.
come
For
on.
real.
If you don't know, if you don't know that there's $100 bill on the table, you're not gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
It could be the easiest thing to do in the world, but we just don't know, and we just can't let not knowing or the fear of even trying to learn, because learning is hard
That's
sometimes.
what it is. You hit it right
People
on
just
the
don't
nose.
want to
Unlearning.
learn.
The fear of
The
learning.
fear,
Right.
the fear.
Doing the same thing every day doesn't help you learn. It doesn't
That's
help
a
you
fact,
elevate.
bro.
Gotta get
It doesn't even help
uncomfortable.
you vibe, because if you just home not doing shit all day, that's not a vibe,
That's
bro.
not a vibe.
That's not a vibe.
Smoking
You know?
all day ain't a vibe, yo.
That's not a
You got
vibe. That's not a
lungs,
vibe.
bro. And sis, like, let's
We
go.
all work, man. You got to be
Yes.
productive first.
Yes.
Be
We
productive
all
first.
do big things. We hustle and
Yeah.
Word, we about that.
That's
And we
one.
catch a real vibe. The real vibe is when everything is in alignment, where you learn new things. And look, she didn't just write one book; she wrote three books.
the
Three,
She
said,
nigga,
don't
three
stop
of
me.
them.
Listen, Linda.
I already
3
got
times.
it. Like it's
Listen.
come on.
That's fire.
So let's talk about your first book. What are we talking about in this?
So my books in general is just like my life story.
Okay.
So I broke it down. Like the first book is like the beginning explains like my background as far as like a little bit of how my mom was raised.
Okay.
Which
Which affects us, right?
right?
Our parents.
So people can understand because it's not just what
Generational
I've been through,
curses.
I
Right.
experienced these
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
how
yeah.
these things
Right.
trickle down the
Yes.
line, you know.
Yes.
So the first book basically like how my mom was raised in the beginning. I would say until I was like 6. I broke it down into like from that until my first traumatic experience, and then the second book is like after that experience until my second really traumatic experience, and then the third book is from there until now, which I would say so. Regardless of what, like I grew up in the projects, whatever. My mom did the best she could.
Mm-hmm.
I experienced being raped as a kid by
Right.
somebody that was very close to me.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
That happened for a long time. Unfortunately, it went on for a while.
It's something that happens a lot.
It
It's
happens
something
a lot.
that
It
a lot
happens
of
a
people
lot.
have been speaking about it, and also I can
Absolutely.
also say I've been through them things also. So it's something that affects many people. And
Yeah.
yo, it's okay. Yo, you could come up and still be the bomb.
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like,
Don't let that
shit
mark
ain't
you.
nothing,
Exactly.
So experienced that. From that, I was very, very young, from the age of 6 to 9. So then
Oh,
I
hear
was
you.
a real young, running street
I hear you.
girl. Okay, I'm
Hyper.
talking about 11
Yeah.
years old,
You knew a lot.
doing my thing.
Yeah, no, and
Smoking.
but the real thing, like,
All type
and the
of
environment
shit, like,
also, because everybody exactly, but also like the parents, like you said, how your parents are raised. Not
Yeah.
everybody's parents knows to take the kids to therapy. Not
Mm-hmm.
everyone's parents has the accessibility is the word, right?
And then it
So-
depends on you too, because for me, like I was so ahead already and was so mature, I guess, because of what I was experiencing.
and because you were female,
right, I would fucking skip therapy
smart.
and be doing whatever
It's
the fuck
true.
I wanted to do. Like I didn't even care to go to
Yeah.
therapy. Like I just felt like I was a wild child, man. I used to run away from home.
My cousin
Whatever
called
I
me
wanted to
wild
do was
child. What up,
getting
Leslie?
done.
Part 3 of this bitch.
Whatever I wanted to do was getting done, no matter what. Like,
Word.
unfortunately, that led me to dealing with somebody who was abusive.
Okay.
Um,
Right. You're also a domestic
Yes.
violence advocate.
Yes. Yes.
And you're very involved with the community.
So that's in my books too.
Yo, this.
Yeah, she
you
does
guys
it
are
all.
here. You watch it. Listen, remember, it's here on the vibe spot where we first caught the vibe,
The
right? With Jessica
vibe, word.
Guzman, all right? A healing journey. Yes.
It's true.
yes.
1 in 4 women
I've dealt
actually.
with that. Yeah,
severe-
no,
severe
it's
abuse.
crazy. When I think about it, I'll be like, yo,
that's
like,
fucked
and. So this go back into being careful with what the fuck you speak, okay? Because the universe sometimes don't know the difference of a joke or what you saying or not saying, okay? So you gotta be very careful what you say. Because growing up, I had a very close friend of mine and she was in a domestic violence situation. And I used to talk shit heavily all the time about how I would never be in that situation. And because of how hot in the ass I was and who I was as a young child, I never felt like the way I had niggas. It was like, bitch, I ain't never gonna be in that situation. You gotta be shitting me. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Guess what? Found myself in that situation for 3 motherfucking years, and I couldn't believe it every day. Like, oh my God, like how are you? Like, no way you in this situation. Like, so you gotta be very, very careful with what you say, because sometimes the universe will definitely be like, oh, situation, okay. Let me give you a little, be careful what you say. So,
how did you get out of that?
Shit, to be honest, like, it was kind of crazy. I feel like I'm like the person that gotta like go all the way extra and beyond to be done with something. So it's like, we actually got married, and then in my mind, I was young. What the fuck?
That's what happens. It's fucked up like that.
I was 18. He was 28.
Wow, he was older too.
Mm-hmm. I always dealt with older men because I was so mature and young.
Not all of y'all,
but that was OD.
18?
No, actually.
But it's okay. We don't know better.
We got married, and then I felt like maybe because I was like so young, because I don't really like, I block a lot of things out, but I feel like in my mind that set the tone differently for me from what I expected. Like, oh, I've married you now, so now when you hit me, it's a different type of like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. Sometimes our mind be crazy, but once I married him, it was just like, it was different. Like, when that nigga would hit me, it would just be like, oh, hell fucking
you woke up.
Like, out of nowhere. And then really, all jokes aside, like, I really almost lost my life one day. Like, I was running down 13 flights of fucking stairs. I felt like J-Lo in Enough. It was like, bitch, if you don't get out this motherfucking building and this nigga catch you, you gonna fucking die. Like I had to call 911, throw the fucking phone. I thank God to every day they heard whatever the fuck they did. They got to where I was at. I didn't even have to say nothing. Like, how I looked and what they heard over the phone, they just took that nigga as soon as they came. I didn't even have to say a motherfucking word. Like, it was just like, okay, we're taking him. That's it. Like, boom. And then I never looked back. I'm sure with the age
difference, they were like, R. Kelly.
I never looked back after that. Like, that was it, And then I wouldn't say like I wasn't like in a physically abusive relationship after that, but because I loved the man so much, a lot of emotional abuse was like going on. But I had got pregnant. I had my first son, and I had lost him. So that's what made me write my books. That's what even made me start writing books, because I definitely wasn't thinking about it ever. But it was
like, what do you have to lose if you do something else for yourself? It was so traumatic.
Right? Like, I was just like, all right.
You needed an outlet.
I need to do something. Like, I'm gonna write. Like, I'm gonna write and I'm gonna tell my story. Because for me, like, even everybody around me, friends, family, like, when I lost my son, everybody was just so worried about me, like, losing myself. Like, everybody already knew all the shit I've been through. I've always been a very open person. Even growing up in my projects, like where I grew up, everybody knew me, my family, everything that fucking happened in my life. Like, that was just me. I never been like, and even myself, like, I just always been like that. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if it happened, I did it.
It happened. You know what I mean? It's not only that.
You can't.
Quiet. People be fronting on here. It's happening.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing.
I don't fuck with that shit. Like, nah.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of things happening.
A lot of people were really, really worried about, like, how I was going to come back from that. I definitely went through, like, a really big depression stage. Like,
which comes with the mental abuse and the emotional abuse.
Felt like,
and the energy abuse.
I gotta experience this shit. Like, I already been through so much,
Yeah.
But then even after that, it's so crazy because when I think about it, sometimes I'll be like, yo, I need to make a movie. About myself.
You should.
She's coming out with a movie, guys. Next summer. Why not?
That even after that, I felt, and I feel like, you know, this just the stages and shit people gotta go through, unfortunately, to, like, I guess, be elevated and really, like, get through shit. But it's like, I experienced that, and couldn't nobody tell me after experience that I didn't fucking elevate and change and wasn't where I needed to be and change my mindset. And then still, everything I was doing, going in the streets,
No.
Boom.
Yeah. But at least you didn't
the fucking Fed case. Now I'm losing my mind. I just had my daughter. My daughter's a couple of months old. That shit smacked me in my face. Like, all I could tell myself while I was going through that shit was like, yo, God is telling you to get it the fuck together.
Hello.
Because you being so selfish.
Divine intervention.
You just had a kid that you lost. Mm-hmm. Now you just had a daughter and you running the streets. Like, get it the fuck together.
Right.
So regardless of what I always say, like, people be looking at me crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm glad I experienced that shit. Because if I didn't, like, God only knows where the fuck I'd be at right now. Because I was being very, very selfish. Like, but it's just like, yo, shit just be like, yo, my life is crazy. I'll be bugging sometimes. Yo, shit just be happening. It's like, no matter what fucking happens, yo, I be good. I be chilling.
I ain't gonna lie, you are strong, bro, because you've been through a lot of shit, man. You ain't let none of that break you.
Nah, I'm gonna make your shit happen.
Stop BS
and it's actually more, let's talk about how it is actually more common than we know that there are women that have been incarcerated just as many as men, unfortunately, for many different reasons you already know. Didn't deserve them seasons type of thing. Okay? However, the way the system is built up, that's how it goes down. And now, with all of this happening, you just been making moves, though, after moves.
You still keep pushing. You keep pushing.
I be going into parole comfortably, bro. Like, what happened? I'm doing this. What's up? Like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this.
Legit,
yeah.
What happened? You can't complain about me.
No.
I'm out here.
Nah, that's fire.
You're not defined by the things you've gone through, the things that have been written. You are now writing the story of your journey.
Literally.
A healing journey.
And they be like, I don't know, when people really live my story. And it's crazy with that shit. Because
but it's a fact what I just said.
Not, like, word to my son, yo. When I lost him, I was trying to do, like, a little blog, you feel me? And I called this shit a healing journey. With a Y, like journey regular, you know? And my daughter, when I was pregnant with her, I was supposed to name her Mackenzie, but then it was a girl that lived where I live and had the baby before me, and she named her daughter Mackenzie.
Why do you guys do that? Don't be telling your baby's names out here.
Yo,
I got a name for a daughter, but I'm keeping it to myself.
I'm not naming her Mackenzie no more.
Get there.
And I was just like trying to come up with this name, and then I just don't know. Like, I don't even know where that shit came from. I was like, I'm gonna name her Journey with 2 E's, and then it was like probably a year. Okay, so there's some other crazy shit, right?
My bad.
My daughter's birthday is June 22nd. My son's death date is June 24th. So the day I gave birth to her June 22nd, but the day I came home with her, because you know you gotta stay in the hospital.
Facts.
The same day I came home with her is the same day that my son died from the same hospital.
Wow.
So then after like a year, you know, they closed the dates as close of her birthday and his death day. So something had came up of like my memories. And I was bugging when I seen the healing journey shit. And I was like, oh shit, like, nigga, I named my daughter Journey. And I didn't even really I didn't put the shit together until then.
That's manifestation right there. That's
divine.
Or just coming all full circle.
100%. So now you have Journey, and I'm sure she gets to go to all these cool ass pop-up events.
Oh, she loves it.
She loves it.
Fire.
You see, man? It's nothing like people, women, men that are actually becoming more conscious and aware of the things that they're doing, that we are doing, and saying, yo, I gotta put chances on me. If I'm willing to do this dumb shit, I should do this.
Word.
Like,
bet on yourself.
Right?
Bet on yourself.
Yo, you have to.
Bet on yourself, definitely. It almost seems like you hit rock bottom, and now you went through recovery and now you're thriving, right?
Absolutely.
How do you feel like marijuana had a play in that recovery?
Oh, so I have my medical marijuana card.
Oh,
Let's talk about that.
You
She
legit.
also
We
has
got
the
that.
events.
No, yeah.
And she has these Smoke Fest events.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that
Oh,
now,
and
right?
any of y'all need your medical marijuana card? Holla.
She works with a
got the blood.
psychotherapist. You work with and you work with a therapist also.
Yeah. Oh shit. I can't
So-
take this shit.
Yeah, you legit. You on your job.
Nah, but yeah, so I definitely would say, even since I was younger, like, I've always smoked. I've literally been smoking since I was like 11 years old. Like,
How was that smoking at 11? I'm just
It was fun. I be sad now, kind of, with the weed. Like, this ain't the shit I was smoking when I first started smoking.
You was smoking Hawaiian skunk and shit like that.
Yo,
That
the
old
weed
shit,
I was
nigga.
smoking when I first started smoking
Hawaiian
was good
skunk.
shit, yo.
Word.
I'd be like, nah, this ain't
Mad
it.
tabla and
This
shit,
ain't
nigga.
But nah, it's definitely helped me cope. I feel like, considering everything I've been through, I really have very bad anxiety. Like, I definitely have PTSD.
Yes.
Like, I get in moments like I be bugging out sometimes, like, and it always has helped me being able to focus, to just calm down. Like, now I got my medical marijuana, so I can really get the right strands, exactly what I need.
Right.
I got the knowledge, so it's like, it's better. But I would say, honestly, like, I really don't even know. Shit. Coming from where I come from, I'd probably be a fucking crackhead if I didn't smoke weed. Honestly, like, thinking that everything I've been through, if I didn't have weed, if I wasn't so, like, alright, I could just smoke a blunt and be cool, like, I don't even know what the fuck I'd be right now, nigga.
That's how you know. That's how you, like they say, it's all connected. The flower of life.
I believe
Real shit, like, who?
A lot of people.
I've been through a lot of shit, like traumatic shit, and I could just smoke a blunt and thug it out.
And
like,
chill, nigga. Word. For real. That's a fact.
That's just like
that's
Robitussin.
great.
Word,
That's
that,
great.
nigga.
That's great to be able to do.
That's my medicine. I'm good. I'm going to get through it.
For real. Other people like, nah, I need some shit. Nah, I'm alright. Just give me a blunt.
I hear you.
Word, bro. But thank you for coming to the vibe spot. You definitely a vibe. You a whole vibe.
Absolutely.
Word. And keep going hard, man. All you vendors, holler, man. You got a small business, pull up to the pop-up shop, get in touch.
All that information down in the bottom in the description, so you guys can definitely put, if you need me to spell it out for you, it's A, and then healing. And journey is JOURNEE.
Yes.
And anyway, you can find her on the Vibe Spot because you already know we follow.
That's a fact.
Share,
You know we're gonna tag.
Same thing you should do. Yes.
Catch your vibe.
I come catch a vibe.
Word.
So, Jessica, because we are spiritual women, we're gonna pick a card so we can do a vibe of the day.
Let's go. Okay.
Ugh.
Are we gonna do the intro?
Shorts looks nervous as fuck over there.
No,
He said, "Are you sure you don't want to do anything else? Anything? Please?
Shut up,
We gonna play some basketball.
Yo, I could push your ass. I would too, bro.
Okay.
Dale.
You pick it because you're the guest. What's it say?
Every cycle is a higher opportunity.
And what are we talking about?
Okay.
This is not a coincidence.
Okay.
This is not. And look it. Symbolism. Because in life, that's what's going to happen. You're going to go through different things. But it's about you making your mind up, controlling your life, speaking life into yourself.
Taking accountability.
Yes.
Smoking weed.
Yeah. Smoking weed.
Thank you for coming through.
Real.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Vibe spot.
Thank you for catching the vibe with us.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Out.
Vibes.
Vibes.
Cameras is off? Oh, no.
No.
Turn that shit up.
Cameras
You can
off.
make this
Turn them
real.
up.
Make it a turn.
Cameras off.
Turn it up.